Hi, and welcome to this RA Vinyasa class. My name is James. Hopefully by now you've had a chance to take a few classes with me. If not, there's plenty on this platform, and you'll get a sense that what we'll do here today may feel a little bit different to what you're used to, and the movements might be a little more unusual. Nothing fancy, but what I would hope is that the way that we move and flow together today gives you some of that sense of being in your body, some of that sense of being embodied. And what we'll do to help with this today is have a look at the relationship between silence and noise, and stillness and movement. And we'll use the asana as the vehicle to explore this idea. And I think my favorite way, or my favorite aphorism for this, you may have heard it before. I first heard it from David Foster Wallace in his commencement speech. It goes like this. There's two young fish swimming along on a fine ocean's morning. As they swim along, they're chit-chatting, and then they notice a larger, older fish coming the old way, like an old man fish. The old man fish sees the two young fish and he says, "Good morning, boys. How's the water?" And the younger fish kind of look at him a little strange and keep on swimming. A couple of minutes later, with a perplexed look on the face, one turns to the other and goes, "What the hell is water?" And I like this. And it reminds me of what we're looking at today, of stillness. Silence is always there, though we recognize the sound. Silence is the water that sound occurs in. It's so present that we forget it's there. Stillness is the backdrop on which we recognize movement. No matter how busy our mind is, no matter how much our body is moving, behind it all, there's always a layer of stillness, otherwise how could we recognize movement? So let us start by taking a few breaths and already tapping into this idea. So let your eyes close. And you'll want to soften the muscles of your back and spine, particularly your lower back. And take a breath or two that helps you feel grounded. Particular attention on the exhale. And then consciously relax the skin around your eyes, the muscle of your jaw. The space at the back of your throat, your chest, your belly and your hips. So it's one open tube in the front of your body. Now, while the mind is very difficult to make still, the body, at least on the outside, is much easier. So for the next little while, commit to being totally still in the physical body, totally still. Remember, stillness doesn't mean rigidity. It can still be soft, but still. And while you're still and softening that front line, notice the sounds around you. The sounds that are far away. Sounds that are close by. and all of the sounds in between. Now for a moment, notice the silence in between the sounds. And acknowledge that the only way that sounds can occur is on a background of nothingness and a background of silence. Can you rest a little in that silence? And still in stillness, still listening, still softening. Notice your thoughts. You may notice as you think one, by noticing it, it can just trail off and disappear. But then another one occurs. See if you can energetically lean back behind the thoughts. And notice, just like there's silence behind sound, there's stillness behind your thoughts. And you can rest into it. Last couple of breaths, resting into the silence and stillness behind. It's actually the same thing. The sounds occur spontaneously against a backdrop of stillness. The thoughts occur spontaneously against a background of consciousness. They're the same thing. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, sigh. Acknowledging the step from stillness into movement, slowly bring your hands together at your heart so you feel them before you touch. Bring your hands to your forehead, and a little offering of thanks and gratitude for our bodies and the chance to practice today, wherever we are in the world. Let your head bow down, let your spine round, take your hands to the mat or the ground. Come over onto all fours, tabletop position. And in your tabletop, simply begin to move and circle with your breath. Recognize that your spine goes from the base of your skull all the way to your tailbone, and when you move one piece, let it affect the whole piece. As you're moving, press your left hand and right knee down into the ground and away from one another. Make the right arm light, maybe even bend the elbow, but still continue to
Circle and move with this cross-tensioning from the left hand to the left knee. And then switch that over so it's the right hand and left knee cross-tensioning. Left arm and hand is heavy. Last few breaths. Even it out, both hands. Tuck your toes. Bring your knees a couple of inches off the floor. Keep exploring your movement. Take both your heels over to one side. Then the other. Keep doing this and take small steps toward the front of your mat. Halfway lift once you're there. And fold down, hang back of the neck long, arms heavy, sway from the hips. Eyes closed, begin to roll up slowly. Head and arms totally heavy. And find a moment of balance at the very top. Now, still with your eyes closed, I invite you in these moments in between sides or in between flows, when we stand at the top of the mat or sit, is to bring back in that total stillness into your body. It's like a recognition and an honoring of the movement, because movement only occurs in stillness, or relative to. So where you are, take a couple of breaths. Breathe in, let your eyes open. Breathe out, bend your knees, sink your hips back, let your arms hang heavy. Tuck tailbone, inhale to roll up your spine through center, arms up. And exhale, let your arms come back down by your sides. So this is a spinal wave in the center of this. So it breathes in. Sit back, bend knees, soft back. Tuck tailbone to roll up through the spine, arms up, legs up. Exhale slowly and sweetly so you feel it, the arms come down. Let's add on, breathe in. Exhale, sit back, weight into the heels. Inhale to roll up, vertebra by vertebra, arms up. Exhale to bend knees and fold forward and all the way down. Weight to your left leg. Lift your right leg back and up. Lift your chest. Breathe out. Bend your standing knee a little more. Inhale. Think up dog in your chest. Exhale. Kiss the back toes down. Breathe in and up like a high crescent. Straighten your legs. Turn around to the right. Open up star pose. Arms and legs straight. Exhale to bend your knees and like a reverse warrior lift your left arm up. Now breathe. Soften the heart space back. Soften your ribs back. Outer edges of your feet. Now let your upper arm be draped rather than straight. Your head nice and relaxed. From here, breathe in to open and spiral your chest and shoulder up. Then exhale, let it reach down and around so your spine rounds a little towards the ground. Inhale to roll it back up. It's a small movement, but it's opening up all into the side of the body. Exhale to come back down. Into the ribs, the intercostals, the shoulder. Keep going. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time stay down in the out. Let your head and arms come towards center. Hang. Then inhale towards the front of the mat again. Right arm drapes overhead. Find the shape. Breathe. Inhale to open the shoulder up. Exhale to round the shoulder down and chest. Now the shoulder moves because the chest moves. So the inhale, the chest opens, the arm follows. Exhale to round it down. One more, breathe it in. Exhale it down. Inhale to bring it forward and stand it up. Star pose. Turn your feet toward the front or the side and fold down. Wide leg forward fold, slow. Turn your palms face up. Take a breath. Lift your chest. Breathe out and soften down. And just for a moment, take some upside down stillness. Sounds, softening of your face and of your belly. Halfway lift, breathe in. Turn towards the front of your mat. Step forward, bend knees, fold. Leave the arms heavy, begin to roll up, slow, head and arms totally heavy. Until you come all the way back up top. Eyes closed. Take a couple of full breaths. Rest back into the stillness behind your thought. It sounds esoteric, but the truth is you're either doing it or you're not. You're either caught in thought or you're resting into awareness. Take a deep breath in. And sigh as you bend your knees and sit back. Inhale to roll up through center, arms up. Exhale, bend knees, fold. Weight to your right leg. Half lift, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale to bend the right knee more. Lift chest, lift leg. Kiss the back toes down, shift the weight back, bend the knee. Inhale to raise the arms like a high crescent, straighten your legs, open it out. Exhale, bend your knees, reverse your warrior, right arm up. Take a moment here to soften your chest back, press through the outside edges of your feet, and imagine lifting up through your center and pulling your left side in and down to rainbow your right ribs up. Then breathe in to open. Exhale to allow the shoulder to round. Relax your head. Inhale to open. You're flossing, moving and gliding. Keep going. Exhale. All the tissues that run up your side body. Keep going. Next time you're down, stay there. Let your head hang, let your arm hang, come to center. It's not a forward fold, it's just the spine. Allow your right arm to come towards your right knee. Open your left arm and shoulder over your head. Breathe. First, find the pose. Find buoyancy and ease. And then add the breath to floss and open into the side of the ribs and the side of the body. Breathe. Keep going. Then inhale it up, straighten your legs, straighten your arms. Exhale, slow, fold down. Halfway lift. Exhale to hang. Notice the length in the sides of your body, helping your whole torso drip down to the ground. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to the front of the mat. Plant your hands, step back lightly, down dog. Take a full breath in. And sigh. Inhale to wave forward, high plank. Exhale to lower all the way down, slow. Take your hands a little wide. Hug your belly in slightly. With a heavy head, roll up to a cobra. Then exhale, come back down. Let your head come all the way. Then inhale again. Head stays heavy till the last moment. Exhale to calm down. The last one, breathe in. Exhale to soften all the way down. Send your hips back to your heels. Inhale to wave forward. Exhale, tuck toes, down dog. Right leg, breathe it up in the sky. Open the hip, but keep the leg straight. Come to the fingertips of the right hand. Breathe in, get very long. And slower than you want, step all the way or almost to your hands. Bend both knees, roll up through the center, head and arms come up last, straighten. Exhale, sink down, bend both knees. Breathe. Inhale to lean back. Exhale, lean forward, arms back, press your right foot into the ground. Step forward, roll up through center. As slow as you can, let your arms come back down. Close your eyes. Touch back into stillness. This conscious awareness is the water that we swim in our whole lives. And it's precisely because we swim in it, we don't notice it. Can you let your body be still enough to recognize the spaces in between your thoughts? The silences between the sounds and everything in between.
Full breath in. Open mouth. Breathe in, let your eyes softly open. Breathe out, bend your knees, sit back. Inhale to roll up through your center. Exhale to bend knees, fold, weight to your left leg. Lift chest and right leg. Exhale, step gently back, bend both knees, roll up through center, straighten, open out, wide legs, straight legs. Then bend both knees, reverse your warrior. It's more like a reverse goddess, but you know what I mean. Inhale to open the shoulder. Exhale to circle it down, add some more energy so your torso is engaged. Inhale, open your shoulder. Exhale, coming to the other side, let your head round, actively round the front of your body. Bring the right arm up, open it up. Exhale it down. Inhale to open it up. And this time, exhale down, back to the first side. So right arm to right thigh, left arm up. Then exhale, come all the way down, torso all the way down, arms down. Right hand snakes forward to the front of the mat next to the left foot. Open the left arm to the ceiling, lunge, twist. Breathe. Again, in your lunge twist, find the pose and then find some stillness for a breath. Breathe in. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, forward, three-legged high plank. Exhale, three-legged lower. Hands wide and forward, cobra. Add an angle as you come down. Add an angle as you come up. Explore this shape as a way to open the front of your body in the way that feels good. So no crunching into the lower back, just a broadening and opening in your chest. Maybe we call this dancing snake, dancing cobra. Then press yourself back when you're ready, all fours, sink the hips back. Curl it forward. Tuck toes, down dog. Breathe. Left leg smoothly lifted up. Open your hips, fingertips, left hand. Breathe. Lift the right heel. Open more. Step almost to your hands, slower than you want. Then roll it up. Reach it up, straighten everything. Then high crescent, both knees bent. Breathe in to lean back. Lift the front of your right hip up. Exhale to lean forward, arms back. Listen up. Lift the right leg up like a warrior three with the arms back. Now breathe and begin to lower your torso down as far as your leg can lift up. Breathe and notice the loudness in your standing leg.
or in your mind, and see if you can find behind that the stillness that is always there. Breathe. Good. Deep breath in. Begin to stand it up. Lift the right knee up. Lift the arms up. Slow. Begin to lower the arms and the foot. Pull weight back evenly. Close your eyes. And breathe. Let your thoughts and tension settle enough that your chest, belly, and pelvic floor can all relax for a moment. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out, sit back, arms heavy. Inhale to roll up through center. Exhale, bend knees, slow fold. Weight to your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest and left leg. Exhale to touch it down. Shift weight back, roll up through center, straighten, open. Bend knees towards the back of the room, reverse goddess. Breathe it open. Round it down. Breathe it open. Round it down to the center, to the front of the room. Breathe it open. Round. Breathe open. Round to the center, back of the room, right arm up again. One big breath in. Exhale, reach all the way down, chest hangs. Left hand to the front of the mat, lunge, twist, right arm up. Breathe. Right hand down, step back, three-legged dog. Inhale forward, three-legged plank. Lower down. Hands and fingers wide, breathe up into a cobra. Take any angles or modifications that you want. Maybe that even means staying in the shape or just laying down for a breath. And make your way back to all fours. Curl it forward. Tuck toes. Down dog. Take a couple of breaths. Right leg, inhale it up. Fingertips, right hand, open your whole body and get very long. Lift your left heel. And then exhale, step almost to the front of your mat. Head and arms heavy, roll it up. Straighten. Bend, sink. Lean back. Exhale, lean forward, arms back. Press your front foot down through the earth. Lift the back leg up. You know what to do. Chest comes down as legs come up. Awareness of awareness increases as the sound and noise from your body does also. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand it up, knee up, arms up. Breathe out, let the leg and arms come down. Close your eyes. Find some stillness. The relaxing of your body, your throat, chest, and belly. Let it all drop. Deep breath in. Chin towards chest. Begin to roll down, slow motion. It's very easy to hold on to the arms and head, but actually you want to let them go. The front of the body engages to around the back more, knees are soft. Let everything melt down out of your head and arms and through the floor. Roll, roll, roll. Bend both knees. Bring your hands down. Bring your knees down. Untuck your toes. Place your palms on your thighs face down. Close your eyes. Two more breaths, listening to the thing behind the thing, or as the Irish would say, the river beneath the river. Acknowledging the movement we've done with stillness. And your eyes open. Nice work, everyone. Take your knees a little wider. So notice the quality that we just went from, which was stillness, listening, into movement and breath. So you're going to take your left hand behind you, reach your right arm forward and up and lift your hips. Then exhale it down, sweep it forward, left arm forward, head heavy, right arm back, left arm up. Hips lift. So keep going at whatever rhythm and breath feels good for you. Feels nice to imagine being underwater here. There's no rush, but there's a quality of movement that comes from my breathing. And that last opening piece in the thighs and the chest that just feels super delicious. Maybe there's a point that just feels so good you decide to stay. Literally breathing the front of your body open. We'll do a few more, so let yourself be hypnotized with the own rhythm and movement of your body and breath. There can be a tendency to rush, to think, when is it going to stop? When is it going to finish? Or you speed up. Keep it the same speed that feels like it matches your breath. A few more. Last one. And bring it back to center. And again, just for a moment, kneel. If you need to sit because of your knees, it's okay, but otherwise kneel. To notice the way that movement bubbles up in breath and heartbeat and throat. And breathe open your throat and heart and belly, let it relax. To love the movement through recognizing it as different to this, to stillness. Take a couple more breaths to sink back into the water of awareness. Of the thing that is the same as the silence between sounds. Of the thing that is the same between you, the other people in your house, or the other people on the block, or the other people in the city. It's exactly the same. There's a background of awareness. Good. One more full breath in. And out. Great. Come to one side. Take your legs out in front of you and make sure you come to near the front of your mat. Bend knees, reach forward, round back. Begin to roll down super slow, super slow, super slow. To the last thing that comes down is your head. Take a moment just to pause. Feel the weight of your body, relief on the floor. Release, relieve. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance. Press your lower back gently into the mat. And take both of your knees slowly over to the left. Okay. Good. Reach through your right shoulder from your heart up and away over your right. And if you want more, take your left outside ankle and place it on the outside of your right knee. Not to press it down, but to traction it away from the hip, away from your right shoulder. From here, breathe. Undo the ankle. Bring the knees, right knee first, left knee second to center. And pause for a moment. And then lower it over to the other side. Reach away, right outside of foot, outside of left knee or thigh. If you want, use it to press away, traction away. Release the ankle. The left knee comes up first, followed by the right. And just pause for a moment in the center. Bring one knee to your chest, followed by the other. Hands down by your sides. Use them to lift your legs over your head to your shoulders. Bend both your knees, Deaf Man's pose. Reach up to take hold of your feet so your toes are at your wrists and your fingers reach toward your heels. And use the pressure between your feet and hands to roll your spine down slow to a happy baby. Bring your feet toward one another. Hands up to your knees. Bring your knees together. Release your knees down. Straighten one leg followed by the other. Come to your Shavasana. There's no rush or no hurry. But once you do get there, let your body really drop down. Let everything relax, and just like we've been doing the whole class, let your body be still. Use the exhale to soften your throat and belly and chest and any last pieces of tension. And for just a little while, let everything rest into that space behind.
Come back to your breath. The rise and the fall of your belly. Your body on the mat. And begin to send that breath out from your center through your arms and your legs to move like a jellyfish. Reach your arms up overhead. Stretch long. Roll over to one side. And with a heavy head, press back up to center.
Find your seat. Sit tall and soft, and with that quality of stillness of the body. Softening face and throat and belly. Resting into the stillness behind. Honoring our stillness with movement and our movement with stillness. Bring your hands slowly with your awareness together at your heart. Touch your thumbs to your forehead. And in gratitude for the chance to practice, to recognize the stillness within, to thank the stillness without, and to see that they're both the same thing. And love and gratitude on this day, Namaste. Thank you for joining me here today. I hope that you have a sense in your body of that stillness, of that quality of the thing that's behind the thing, the river underneath the river. And if you do, to touch back into it as many times as you can remember for the rest of the day. At a cafe with family or friends, before going to sleep. There's movement, there's craziness, there's chaos, and then there's a peace that is always there. Thanks again for watching and tuning in. Leaving any comments or questions that you like, I'm happy to answer them. Aside from that, have a beautiful day for the rest of your day, no matter which part of it you're in. Thanks, everyone.